So, we started the first round of the MLB draft today. 20 rounds over the next couple days. Tonight was the first round, and the Yankees picked at number 20, and they picked Trey Sweeney, who's a college shortstop, left-handed hitting, pretty solid hitting, high on-base percentage guy. This draft, at least the first round, was known for, well, first off, between the first round and the compensatory picks, 11 shortstops were taken. 11 in the first 35 picks. A lot of athletes in this first round. And this is known for pretty much, heavy-duty pitching, college pitching, and pretty heavy-duty high school bats. But with the exception, this is one of the exceptions here. It's an Elite College Bat. So it's heavily weighted on the other side. But the Yankees got a lefty bat, which is something that they needed. Because not only at the major league level are they two right-handed, but for the most part, their top prospects coming through the systems are more right-handed than they're left-handed. So this pick made sense. Again, there were a couple of surprises in the first round, but this was all in all a solid pick for the Yankees. Now, I'm curious to see what they're going to do the next bunch of rounds, and I'll do videos kind of going over what they've done. But all in all, this is a pretty solid pick for them. And 382 he hit this year with 14 home runs at 48 games, and he has a 522 on base percentage. So he gets on base a lot, something that the Yankees don't do a ton of. And he's a left-handed hitter, and he's got good contact, and he sprays the ball everywhere. He's not known for being a power guy, but that's okay. Okay, we need more guys like this, more contact hitters. And again, he's got athleticism on both sides. He's 6'4", so he's the same size as Derek Jeter was at shortstop. So, with his athleticism, he could move positions. He could move to the outfield. He might be able to move to third base too. He's got a strong arm. And we really don't know what the Yankees are going to do. They've got Oswald Peraza, one of their top shortstop prospects as well. And they have other kids like Anthony Volpe coming up through the system, might be a second base or shortstop. So, this gives him another one, another good athlete. And hopefully, and his bat translates upward, and hopefully he continues to improve, just like some of the Yankees' top prospects. And he becomes a mainstay. So, but this was the first pick. All in all, it was a solid pick. And nothing exciting, nothing flashy. It was a need pick. So now it's time to see what the Yankees do in terms of how they're going to really fill out this draft. It's normally 40 rounds. Now it's down to 20. Yankees, obviously. If I were the Yankees, I'd be drafting a lot of reliable pitchers. Some power arms. They like to draft big power arms. I get it. But if they can get a couple of lefties who are just crafty left-handers, even in college, and let them work their way through the system, just to get themselves some pitchers that they could actually call up, that aren't constant injury risk, aren't constant Tommy John reclamation projects. It might be a good idea for the Yankees to do this. So, but that remains to be seen what they do. I know they like to go for the big power arms, particularly right-handed ones. It's huge upside, but how about we get some more reliable guys too? It's just a thought, but all in all, a solid first pick, and I'll take it. I'll recap the next round of Yankee picks, and I'll continue to recap it. I think tomorrow's rounds 2 through 10, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll go over those picks and see how it kind of filters out through the system. But I wanted to get you up to speed on this first pick. The Mets, our crosstown rivals, actually had one of the steals of the night. Kumar Rocker, who was one of the elite duo of pitchers. Him and Jack Leiter were the ace pitchers at Vanderbilt University. Jack Leiter went they were projected to go 1 and 2. Leiter went 2 for Texas. Kumar Rocker fell to number 10, and the Mets grabbed him up. So that's a steal for the Mets. So good for them, but I still think this is a good value pick for the Yankees. And this is, I think, the 4th straight year that they've gone with a position player over a pitcher in the first round. So I expect them to get a bunch of arms over the next couple of days as well, because they need to round out their system. But I think, again, maybe some guys that aren't such injury risk, and it always doesn't have to be power arms. Again, but that's if I was mock GMing this, I'd be picking some reliable pitchers as well, crafty guys, off-speed guys, maybe a couple of power, some big power arms for the bullpen, because the Yankees do a really good job at developing power arms in the bullpen, but we'll see what they do. But all in all, solid pick.